3 months ago, a friend, perhaps even an enemy, challenged me to a challenge. I have to install Linux, any distribution, and wipe Windows completely. But if I switch back to Windows, I have to set Cortana to enabled and set the activation keyword to the word "the." Which, for those who don't recognize why this is a bad idea, the word "the" is the most common word in the English language. So, did I accept? Of course I did! Week 1. Here we were, 1st of September 2021. I got home, downloaded Rufus, downloaded the Ubuntu, and flashed it to the USB drive. For those wondering, Rufus is a flash tool. After some tinkering in the BIOS, I restarted with boot priority on the USB, and to no one's surprise, Ubuntu gave me the live boot, and an option to install it directly from the live boot as well. I allowed it to install, however, unbeknownst to me, Linux, unlike Windows, does not do auto-partitioning. So I had to search for a quick guide on finding out how to auto-partition anything, and apparently there was no auto-partitioning unless you formatted the entire hard drive. Thus, I went on and pushed through and made my own partitions. About 20 minutes later, I set it up correctly and continued with the installation. I left 2 of my NTFS partitions unformatted that had the games on them and my game project files for Unreal and Unity. After booting into Ubuntu for the first time and logging in, I immediately recognized the GNOME screen from the old computers at school. But it was livable with, so I continued on. Now, I was thinking that since my screen is 1920 by 1080, that my NVIDIA driver for my GTX 1050 Ti was already installed. So I just downloaded Discord and Steam and logged into both without a hitch. I go into one of my NTFS partitions and drag over Doom Eternal for a playtest into Steam's library. It re-downloaded a few files and I just waited for it. Once it was done, I pressed play and it screamed about a driver error. However, like the chat that I am, I just clicked play and ignored the warning. A few moments later, another error showed up as if I couldn't use Vulkan on my Vulkan compatible GPU. I got pissed, so I checked whether I did or did not have the correct drivers installed. And when I checked, I realized it was the open source NVIDIA driver I had instead of the proprietary one. What the hell, Ubuntu? Anyways, a slight fix later, I boot up Doom Eternal using Proton. The game surprisingly ran better on Linux than on Windows, so this gave me a bit of hope. I read up on Proton and realized a better version of it exists called the Proton GE, made by someone named Glorious Eggroll. I downloaded the latest version and ran GTA 5 with it. Played around, had some fun, played some multiplayer, and obviously got crashed by a modder. I really don't know what I expected to happen other than that. Anyways, I then started playtesting other games. Some ran the same, some worse, and some even better. I will now list the games that ran better, and then I'll list the games that ran worse. Games that ran better were games like Doom Eternal, which had constant 60 FPS and a better frame time. Grand Theft Auto had all of its texture loading way too slow bug removed somehow magically. I don't even understand what that bug was. Factorio had its screen tearing eliminated. CSGO had a slight FPS increase, but I couldn't really tell physically. Only when looking at its built-in FPS could I see that it had an FPS increase. Games that ran worse. Deep Rock Galactic obviously ran worse as DirectX 12 isn't compatible with Wine. Payday 2 noticeably had very big frame drops and stutters from time to time, and also all mods broke. Battlefield 4 had a slight increase in load times. But that's all. Overall, I'm very satisfied with these results. And that wraps up week 1. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. I am trying to make a different type of content nowadays, but yeah, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and press the like button. Bye bye.